Hello, it's Sally here from contiue. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to be working on my botanical beauties, hashtag botanical beauties that Corinne and Susanna have been organising, and I've been stitching along with them. This month it's pansies, so I have now got a little bit further with my pansies. I don't know whether you remember or not from my previous video where I said I was kind of struggling because I made them all, when I painted them I made them all the same, so I decided to completely go different. So this top pansy, I've got little fabric scraps, I've got some little fluffy like, this was like chenille type wool, I think it probably was, some more fabric. This one here I cut off a pansy from a doily and I've done a little bit of ribbon embroidery around it. I've kind of left the sides because I do want to see some of the paint that I did, so I've kind of left that one as is, just there, just showing a little hint of colour. This one here I used an old doily, and then I've also just sewn around the edges in a stem stitch, and then I've done little seed stitches inside and some long and short stitches as well. So I've done all the stems now, and I've done the leaves. I've put some more fabric on some of the leaves, and I've done a little bit of fly stitching as well. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that, and I'm just finishing off really today. So it's nearly the end of the month, so this is going to be the last pansy video. So what I'm going to do is, there's just a little gap there. I didn't know whether to leave it or not, but I think I'm going to put in some beads. So I've got a pale yellow. I've also got a bright yellow here. I don't know if it's too dark though. Let me just test one and see. Well, it's quite nice actually. It is quite bright. Okay, let me just have a look at the pale one. Right, let me pop that side. And which was the pale one? It's this one here. Take that one off and just try. They don't stand out as much. I think I'm going to go for the brighter one. Pop that in there. Right, let me just pop those ones out of the way, and I'm going to probably do, I think maybe three beads. Right, needle. I need a needle and I need a thin needle. Let's see if that one will go through. Oh yeah, that's not too bad. I'll be able to get a few. Right, so thread. What have I got? I've got some of that. I'll use this. Whoops. So how are you all today? I hope you're all well and finding a little bit of time to do some stitching possibly. It's Saturday here as I'm filming this. I've got quite a few projects on the go. So I'm trying to get some completed now because I think it's getting out of hand. So I'm just, because what's happening is I love having lots and lots of projects on the go, but I'm sitting there thinking, right, which one shall I do first? And I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed, I think. So I think I've got 6 projects on the go at the moment. So if I get this one finished, then I'm ready for the next one when it starts in February. So I don't know what flowers Corinne and Susanna have chosen, so it'll be interesting to see what flower we're doing next. Oops, a daisy. And I've also, because I did think, what am I going to do with these? Didn't know what to do with them. So I have got a plan, and I'm going to put it into fruition here. It might be 4 beads. Oh, I've got 2 there. 4 beads. Let's see how it looks. There's just quite a big space here. So I've also had another thought, because I've got up here I've got a space. It just seems a bit of a blank space as I was looking at it. I don't know what I've done to that bead, but it's not sitting right. Oh, there we go. I think I need at least 1 or 2 more beads. Yeah, so that blank space up here, I've I'm thinking, what shall I do? Because I've got a blank space down here, but where have I put it? I've got my little label, so that's going to go there, which I'm going to sew on in a little while. So yes, top left corner, what shall I do? So what I'm thinking is kind of doing a little bit of a, yeah, one more, kind of like a little bit of a swatch type thing. I'm kind of channeling my inner Corinne, I think, because this is the kind of thing that Corinne would do. If she's got a blank space, she'd probably put a little bit of fabric there. So I'm channeling my inner Corinne. I don't know whether she's going to watch this or not, so I don't know whether she'll know. But that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, so I think 5 beads are great there. It's always nice to get an odd number. There. Oh yeah, lovely. Yeah, I'm glad I went for the brighter. Let's just finish that off. I'm glad I went for the brighter beads. It just pops a little bit more, I think. So let me just snip that off. So let's have a look. Yeah, lovely. So what was I saying? Right, yeah, that's going to go on there. So let's get that done next. I'm just going to strip my beads up because I don't want them falling. I'm just going to dab a tiny little bit of glue onto this, so I don't have to use pins. I don't like using pins, and I know some people don't like using glue either, but oops, I don't mind. I'm not slathering it on, it's just a little tiny bit to just put it in place while I stitch around it. So I was going to keep it neutral, but I'm not. I'm going to go for a purple. So I've got this bright purple here. I thought that would be quite nice to do. It's a perlé, I think. It's an anchor. It's got a little ticket inside. Yeah, it's number 8, perlé, colour 101. It's not new to me. It's just, it's new to me, but it's not a new one. It's one I got in a little batch of, I was looking online, I think I got it off eBay. And someone was selling some of their stash. Didn't want it, so I snapped it up, and I'm not going to get through that needle, and rescued it to be used on future projects. So all I'm going to do here is just do an overcast stitch. What am I doing? I'm not doing it right. Let's do the corner bit first. There we go. So just, yeah, going to go all the way around with, I think because this has got a seam here, the seam is very tough. I'm fraying as well. I've got to get that off because it's catching on the needle. Yeah, the fabric is very tough. Careful because my stitches are getting too big. Let's just rein that in a little bit. But yeah, purple is not one of my favourite colours, but I am loving this. I say it's not my favourite colour. My phone case is lilac, and I think I've got something else that's lilac as well, but like a dark purple. I don't tend to veer towards it, but I've enjoyed using it in this. I've recently had some little ribbons as well, because I haven't got many ribbony embroidery ribbons. It's not silk. I think it said it was rayon or something like that, but they are hand dyed ones. Is it Steph Francis ones? And yeah, so they are variegated or hand dyed or whatnot, and but I think they do look good, although when I painted them that was yellow and that was more of a lilac, but it's kind of like a pinky lilac I suppose there, and but I think it looks good. I'm pleased with it anyway. So what else was I saying? Oh yes, next step. So after I've done this, I'm going to do some little swatches, I think, in that top corner. I think I'm just going to do, you know, like on the edge of fabric, you get the selvage, and you get those like little squares of colours, don't you, that has been used throughout the fabric. And that's what I thought I would do at first, do squares of all the threads that I've used. But I'm just worried that I'm not going to get, they've got to be really exact to look good, I think. So I'm going to have a practice of that for a future one. But this time I'm going to use the 3 fabrics that I've used on this. So that one, the darker one, and then the floral. And I thought if I do 3 squares of that, it might look okay. I don't know whether to do them uniform, as in, you know, 1, 2, 3, or whether to overlay them kind of patchworky, you know, different sizes, and just overlay them. I'll show you in a minute. Let me just finish this off, and then we'll go on to that one next. So yeah, coming to the end of this, and I'm coming to the end of a couple more projects as well, so it'll be nice to be able to start something new. Although I did start, what did I start the other day? I started a new project. Oh, I know what it was. It was the other journal, the paper journal, that's going to have a slow stitching. I'll talk about that another time. It's kind of going to be back to basics, and kind of inspired by Catherine, her channel. If you haven't subscribed to her yet, go and have a look at what she does. She does some really nice work. It'd be worth having a look if you're interested in slow stitching. So I'm just going to pull some of these threads out because they kind of seem a little bit like that. There's the doorbell. It's a good job we've got other people in the house, so I haven't got to get up and answer it. Right. Okay, so that's that done. Right, I said I'd do swatches next, didn't I? Yep, so these are the fabrics that I've used on this little bit here. And what, I don't know whether to do, I'll tell you what, I'm going to just, I'm just going to try and rip these just to get a nice edge. It's going to be massive. Oops. I don't know how it's going to look yet. I wonder if I can rip that. Oh, that's easy to rip, that is. Wow, that's so soft. That's lovely and soft, that is. So there's that, and then there's, I didn't use that in the end, did I? No, I didn't use that, so I'm going to put that to one side. It's this one that I used. Let's see if I can rip a bit of this off. This one's a bit tougher. Ooh, I'm making a mess of this. There. Right. So, what I thought was initially is doing one square. I'm just folding that up for now, just in case I don't want to cut it. 2 squares. And then 3 squares, if you imagine that's a square as well. That's probably the wrong way around. It'll need cutting down, I think, as well. 2 squares, 3 squares, like that, in uniform. But I thought, well, shall I kind of just do a little bit of a, where's it gone? Kind of like that ish type thing. What do I do? I need to rearrange a little bit. Just a little bit of a square up there. I think I'm going to do it like that. So I'm going to, I think these are too small to tear. I'm going to just trim that down. Sorry, I'm moving all over the place, aren't I? Try and stay in one place. Just going to get my little rubbish bowl. That one, I quite like the size of that already. And what was the other colour? Oh, it's this one here. Kind of like that. I don't want it that is going to be what it's going to be like. There, that's it. Right, I am just going to stick it down just so that it doesn't move. I'm going to forget how it goes. It is just the tiniest dab of glue, that's all, just to tack it on. Is that there? And that one. Something like that, I think, wasn't it? That will be lovely. And then I just need to sew it on. Now, I did think I'm going to I'm going to go into this colour. This is my just go-to colour. I love it. And I've said it before, and I like a long playing record, aren't I? But I do. Oh, I might just do a running stitch all the way over the top actually. Or shall I just go around the edges? Around the edges. Wow, so decisive today. Make those quick decisions. Oh, I did something silly the other day. I was doing the other journal I've got going on, and I went and stitched the cover. Well, I didn't just stitch it, I made the cover upside down. So I've got flower upside down, which I can't do anything about because I've gone running stitched all the way over it, like cancer stitched all the way over it. And I do not want to unpick it all. It'll just make a mess because there's like fabrics over the top of it. So overlapping and everything. So I did another piece, but I managed to unpick one piece that I did, and I'd sewn it all together. I'd put the book all together, the journal all together and everything. I'd sewn the cover on, and then I went to kind of open it. I was thinking, I don't think this is the right way round. It's just not working. So I've had to unpick it from its bind. Do you know what I mean? The book that I've made, and then I've sewn the cover onto that book that I've made. So I've had to unpick all that, but I didn't want to unpick the actual design, if you like. So I was doing that this morning, making it all right again. So I've got to sew that back on. Probably don't know what I'm going on about. I'm waffling, aren't I? I'm sorry. But because I woke up this morning and thought, right, I've got kind of like a day to myself, apart from doing some housework and stuff. I've got kind of like a day to myself, so I'm going to film get up to date on a couple of projects, film a couple of videos, and be all organised. And it didn't work out like that. So because I was making amendments on all my things that had gone wrong, but never mind, I'll learn. It's a learning curve. I'm not a journal maker at all. I've only made 2 journals, one fabric journal and one which turned out okay. It's not been filled yet. I'm going to go on to that next, because that's the reason why I'm talking about journals, actually, because this is going into a journal, and I have already made the journal. I don't think that's going to be enough thread, so I haven't got to make a journal for it. It's my fabric journal is going in this. I've already made a daisy in the same kind of style as this, and so I'll show you in a minute. That's going to be one of my pages. I don't know whether Corinne and Susanna are going to do daisies in their 12 flowers of the year, the botanicals, but it just goes so well that I'm going to put my daisies into the book. So this is figure 1, and I'll show you in a minute. I've put figure 2 on my daisies already, so when we come to do February's, I'll be already on 3. But I'm just thinking there might be a month when perhaps I haven't got enough time to do one, or I'm not too keen on that flower, and I suppose it gives me a little bit of freedom if I don't want to do one month. Probably won't happen, because I just think, yeah, I like that idea, I'm going to do it. But and if I do like all of the flowers, and I do all the flowers, then I'll just have 13. Hopefully I've got enough pages. I think I have. I don't know whether it's just to keep it flowers, or whether I don't know whether it's my stitchery journal. I'm not sure what I've decided yet. Well, I haven't decided, so I'll have to wait and see. Right, so that's the little swatch on there, and I think, is that finished? Did I say I was going to do anything else? I don't think I did I? I think that's it, it's finished. So let me show you what I'm going to do. Right, so I've got this journal here that I have shown before on some videos. I've just glued this page on that I'd already done. I did that months ago, so I thought that would be quite nice because it's got lots of flowers on, so it kind of hints at a floral journal. So that's if I keep it all floral. Right, I'm just going to move this fabric out of the way. It's getting in my way, and I'll show you what I'm doing. Right, so that's this month's, and then this is my daisy one, which if you've been watching my videos for a while, you would have already seen me make this. All I've done is I've put another little tag on daisy, and then the botanical name for it, the Latin name, and I've also put figure 2 on for this one. So I've got my 2 pages, and then they are going, one's going here, my pansy's going here, and then I'm going to stitch my daisies on that side. So that would be page 1 and 2. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do it now because you don't want to see me just stitching pages into a book. I just wanted to show you what I'm going to do. I've got quite a lot of pages in here, and I've got a fold out on both sides as well. I think I followed Corinne. She's got the video on how to do these journals, these fabric journals. So check out Corinne's page if you want to do one like it. And then it's got another double page. Whether I'll use that or not, I don't know. I can always chop it off if I don't want to do a double. I'm not sure, but I was thinking of just using this as a stitching journal for projects all throughout the year, but I think I might just keep it for florals, because that would be nice, wouldn't it? So to have all my florals in one place. And then I don't know how many pages I've got. What's that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, so I could always add more. It doesn't have to. In fact, I'll show you what else I found. It was kind of tucked in here. Where have I put it? because I've got some extra pages or extra things to start. Yeah, the background. So yeah, these are extras where I can just, these are like my base fabrics, and then I can start to put on my my old vintage fabrics to make the base. So, and I found this because I decided last autumn I was going to make a sunflower, and I didn't make it, so I'm hoping sunflowers come up in the year as well. So yeah, I'm going to leave that because I am hoping sunflowers come up. If it doesn't, then I will do that, and that'll be one of my extras. So that'll make it 14 then, won't it? That's not folding properly now. So these are all the petals that I decided to layer up, but not done it. So that one will be going into the journal as well, whether or not Susanna and Corinne decide to do sunflowers. That's going in the journal anyway. So yeah, that's what I have been doing, and that's all finished. So I will stitch them in, and then what will happen is in February when I come to do the next one, I'll just give you an update and show you that they're all in and everything. So that's that done. So I'll see you in February for this project again, the Botanical Beauties, that's run by Corinne from To Be Loved Treasures and Susanna from Vintage Blend Studios. I'll put their links underneath so that you can see what they're doing. They've also got a Facebook page. I'm really sorry, I can't remember what it's called, but if you look on their YouTube, it says it on there. And you could also join my Facebook page as well. So I'm Dotty B's Slow Stitching if you want to join that, and it's where we share everything that we're doing, and you can share your bits that you're doing, and I just post on there what I'm doing as well. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon. Okay, take care, bye bye.